What's up, Walking Dead friends and family? It's Brian Castrillo back with another video, and this time what I want to talk about is the upcoming season for The Walking Dead. We got a new scene dropped, a new little trailer, teaser trailer thing, and I want to talk about who might show up in season 11. Are we going to get some cameos, perhaps some flashbacks of former characters? And the reason why I'm asking this is because I was kind of going through and I noticed there was some certain comments being made by former cast members, things I saw online, and I just kind of want to go over it. Now, a lot of this together is probably insequential, or it might just mean nothing at all. But together, it just got me thinking, and I'm wondering who we might have back, and really, who do you guys want to see come back in a flashback? Of course, we all want Rick. We know he's coming. But yeah, let me go over some of the stuff that I saw, and I kind of made a little bit of notes here. Now, Stephen Yeun, to me, who played Glenn Rhee, of course, he is the one I want back the most. He is. I feel like him coming back would help propel Herschel Jr.'s story as well as Maggie's going to the Commonwealth, and I think that could provide a very good moment in the show. And the one thing I noticed about him is, well, I went to his IMDb page. Now, he is someone who's kind of tough because he doesn't post a lot. He did have a lot on his Instagram, but that I believe was taken down, most of his posts, and so he doesn't have a lot up there. But I went to his IMDb page, and now this may mean nothing. It could be a mistake, but the dates were 2011 to 2021. Could we be getting a Glenn Rhee perhaps flashback possibly? And again, it could mean nothing. Another one I want to bring up is also could move along the Maggie Rhee story is Emily Kinney. A lot of people online, and I've gone down the rabbit hole on Tumblr and stuff where people think that Beth is still alive, and I am not delusional enough to believe that, because there is no way Beth is coming back. But what if she came back in a flashback? Now, on her IMDb, it also says 2011 to 2021. Why would she have a 2021 notation on there? Could we be getting Beth back? Another person, Caitlin Nakan, of course, she played Enid. Now, on July 1st of this year, she posted a picture of her and Ross Marquand, and she said, "I always love working with," and then tagged Ross Marquand. Now, again, that could be nothing. She just might be remembering things. Now, of course, another person who was big in Maggie and Glenn's life, they kind of adopted her. In a way, could we possibly be seeing Enid again? Another person, Tom Payne, of course, he played Jesus, another, big friend of Maggie. And now this, this could go any way, but there was he posted an older pic of himself on Instagram, and you can go, and check it, should still be there. And it's when he looked like Jesus. And now, of course, he not shaved his head, but he cut his hair a lot shorter. But one of the things he said is longer locks are growing back, little older, little wiser, little more gray. TBT, Throwback Thursday. So why is he growing his hair back? Now, again, it could mean nothing, but it could mean something. Chandler Riggs, and of course, he played Carl. And this was kind of the oddest thing of all. And he posted, "Man, it feels good to have stuff I can't talk about again." And that was on June 14th of this year. So what can he talk about? What does he have coming up that he can't talk about? And of course, that could be big in Judith's story going forward, possibly even Daryl, and of course Rick and Michonne. There's a lot of things you can do there with bringing back Carl. Michael Rooker. Now, I know Michael Rooker had said before that he felt that there was no more story left, and for Merle, and he wouldn't come back because there was nothing left to tell. But he was spotted in Atlanta. Now, of course, Atlanta is a big hub for Marvel, and of course, he's from Guardians of the Galaxy, and they got the What If series coming. He could be doing voiceovers. There's a lot that he could be doing in Atlanta. It could mean nothing, but he was spotted in Atlanta. Why could that be important? Of course, Daryl, he's going to be, we know he has a show with Carol, once the season's over. He's a big proponent of the story and going to the Commonwealth. Maybe we get another Merle flashback, which would be amazing. I love Michael Rooker, and I would be ecstatic to see him in there. Now, Michael Cutlets, this was kind of interesting too, because he said headed to Atlanta to do something, headed to Atlanta to do a thing. Didn't say what it was. On 7/10/21, on 7/2/21, there was a picture of a cigar. I believe the cigar is RP Buckhead, opening up in a few weeks. So that was in Atlanta, and of course we found out recently that he is directing an episode for The Walking Dead, which is awesome because as a director he does amazing things. But the cigar thing got me thinking. And of course, if you go to Fear the Walking Dead, there was the story with I think it was back in season 5, I believe, with Daniel, where he had that cigar and it was a friend. Could we be possibly seeing a flashback with Daniel and Abraham, which would be amazing? Or maybe we see a flashback in The Walking Dead. I mean, now where could that be important? We got Eugene, we got Rosita. So I don't know if he's just directing, or maybe we'll see him in, possibly Fear the Walking Dead with that Daniel episode, flashback there, maybe a flashback in The Walking Dead, but he's there to go do a thing. Now, another person, former cast member, Vincent Ward, he was season 3, and one of the things he had said was happy to be back in Atlanta for a little bit, doing some stuff. Wink. What does that mean? I mean, it's just another cryptic post. I'm in Atlanta, I'm doing a thing, wink, wink, whatever. And a lot of the stuff is just really weird. Now, we also got, of course, Andrew Lincoln. Now, this is recent. Now, this was posted on Twitter, where he was, and this was by Andrew Lincoln News, I believe, on Twitter. But they had said that they had got word from his family that he is filming a horror movie for Netflix in Canada. Andrew Lincoln News, yep, that was on Twitter. And I thought that was interesting. Now, Canada, of course, if he's over in Canada, that means he's no longer in Britain, Great England, Great Britain, rather, over in England. And that means he's one step closer to Georgia. Now, I'm not familiar with Canada's protocols, going on with the virus and whatnot, what's going on, but he is very close. And maybe, is he really filming for this horror movie over in Canada? Now, The Walking Dead is horror, and there are the Rick Grimes movies. We got Comic-Con coming this weekend, and in my personal opinion, I believe we're going to get a teaser trailer. We may see Rick at Comic-Con. I personally believe he's going to show up. What? And he's in Canada filming a horror movie? Is that horror movie the Rick Grimes movie? Could they have already been started filming? That would be really cool. Now, another person that I believe, now this goes to Fear the Walking Dead, and Kim Dickens she is quiet. Like, I can't find anything on her, but I'm going to come back to her. But another thing on Andrew Lincoln is his IMDb is 2010 to 2021. So now, granted, he hasn't, obviously Rick hasn't died in the story, but 2021, is there, maybe who knows, maybe we see him in season 11. But back to Kim Dickens, I have said this for a long time, ever since we saw her die, that I believe she is coming back, and I believe it'll happen in season 7. Now, they have seen people down by by the baseball stadium. Could they have been doing some secret filming down there earlier? And are we going to, I believe Kim Dickens will come back. I believe Madison lives. I think we're going to see her in season 7. Now, granted, a lot of people may be thinking that Fear the Walking Dead is trolling us and throwing out, these BS little information here and there, but there's just been too much stuff. They haven't denied that she's dead. They could have easily done that. I believe she is coming back, and season 7 makes the most sense. It would have never made sense in season 6 to just throw her in like a random character like Cole, but those little Easter eggs leading up to it will make it make more sense. Someone like Kim Dickens, or rather Madison Clark, needs a grand entrance. If she's going to come back, it's going to be huge. She's going to be there saving Alicia. Maybe she was already in the bunker. I mean, who knows? Maybe she's the one that pulls Alicia out. Maybe, I don't know, but I do believe we are going to get either a major clue in the season premiere, or we are going to see Madison Clark. And I kind of believe that this is going to be, this is just a guess, but if you remember All Out War with The Walking Dead, where you had that poster where you got Negan on one side, Rick on the other, and they're kind of clashing. Now, granted, they were best friends throughout most of the story, but I could totally see them doing the story with Madison versus Victor Strand, because of we saw where he left off at the end of season 6. That would bring a lot of chaos and drama and suspense to the story, because we always thought they were best friends, and so it'll be weird for us. But Madison lives. She is coming back. Now the only thing what I want to know is, what do you guys think? Who do you want to see? Is there any characters that you want to see in a flashback or return that may or may not be dead? Of course, we still got to deal with Michonne, who left off with King Bach, and I forget the other actress's name at the moment, but he's playing a character named Bailey. Not much is known about that. King Batch hasn't said much, and I don't know if we'll see Michonne, maybe not until the movies or something. But who do you guys want to see? Who would you like to show up either in a flashback or actually found alive or something like that? Now, one other one, which I haven't said. Now, I know if you're looking at the promos, it looks like it's going to be Yumiko, but to me, if we could, I'm going to still kind of a little, like 2% of me is going to hold out for this, because I think it would have a bigger impact on the story if somehow if we got to see Morgan's son, Dwayne, on the Wall of the Lost, and season 7 is basically Fear the Walking Dead, them coming back. And could you imagine how huge that would be just to see that on the screen? Because he's a known character. Morgan's been there and if you look at Michonne's journey in actual comics and you compare it to Morgan's, they kind of parallel a little bit, where Yumiko would not have that. She's not, I don't believe the fans are as invested in her story as they are with Morgan's, but I mean, who knows? I trust Angela Kang. She's been doing a great job since she's in there, so however that works out, it's going to be amazing. But who do you guys want to see? Who are you hoping will return? Let me know in the comments whether it's going to be Stephen Yeun. That's my hope. I hope that we are going to see him, because a flashback of him would be amazing for Herschel Jr. I think we need it, and maybe that helps Maggie mend the divide with her and Negan, which I don't know how you do that. I really don't, but yeah. So let me know in the comments what you think, and check out this new scene clip that was released by The Walking Dead. It'll be right after this video. Love you guys.
Why didn't he make any noise?
Throat slashed so deep it almost severed his head.
You guys were going to have to do this?
No. These people were killed during the fall.
All of them?
What?
We are walking through a mass grave that could still be in use. So I am asking you, are you sure all of them were killed during the fall?
Take each one out. Clear the path.